Hello friends, welcome to Squared Plans. I'm Stephanie and today we're going to be setting up our horizontal planners for the next week in December. Got some sticker sheets here ready to go, as well as some cardstock papers that I plan to use, this washi tape that I may use, and these sticker books that I pulled from. Okay you guys, this week I just wanted to try something I've been seeing kind of randomly throughout the planner community of this paper tearing technique. This is my first time, so it doesn't go awesome, but I do end up with something I'm happy with in the end. It just takes me a little while to get there. So I had this really cute Christmas cardstock that I wanted to use and wasn't sure how I was going to place it here on the spread. Originally I was going to put it in the corners, the upper and lower corners, but last week I really needed all the space for all of the to-dos that I have going on right now in this season. So I didn't want anything that was going to encroach too much on my checklist or that I'd have to really fight to work around. So my final decision was to do something along the spine, kind of just make it a more functional layout and just use the decor there along the spine. So I'd have plenty of room on the edges for the checklist. I also went into my horizontal layout sticker book and pulled these boxes. I saw them and I thought that they would work well with the color scheme of the cardstock. They're in a section that I don't normally gravitate to. It's kind of more of a rainbow, cutesy, kind of reminds me of more of a teenager vibe. So I don't really go to that part of the sticker book very often. But I saw these boxes and I thought that the color scheme worked well with this cardstock, so I went ahead and pulled those. And then I had 3 more boxes that I needed really to fill for my focuses, and I just went back into the winter sticker book and grabbed some long boxes that I will either trim or kind of hide, which you'll see. I also pulled these giant quotes, which I thought I would use, but then I was like, I need all that space for my functionality to work for the week because, like I said, it's just been really crazy. So I have them there on the spread, but I end up really not using a majority of those quotes I pulled. And then I broke out my paper cutter because I wanted to get a nice clean cut and get a good sizing for the spine decor, as I mentioned. What I tried to do at first was just to see how the paper ripped, or if there was anything special that I had to do to make the ripped paper look like it was ripped, basically. Really, it's pretty straightforward. You just need to be aware that when you rip it, the side that you're pulling off is going to be not showing the ripped side as much. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it does matter what side you're pulling from in order to get that ripped effect on the edge. I'm also going to punch it so that I can lay it down on the sheet. Trying to be careful, I left a little bit of extra so that I could align the holes and then trim if need be. And then I grabbed this washi tape because I thought it would be kind of cute to have that in there. I don't know, we'll see. And I almost forgot that I had pulled this red cardstock for layering behind the Christmas cardstock just to give a little more pop of color. I'm going to go ahead and trim it down. Ended up trimming it a little bit shy of the page size, so not the same as the cardstock. That was kind of, I don't know, weird, as you'll see. It leaves a little bit of a space on some of them at the top or the bottom. I mean, nothing too noticeable, but it does make a difference when I glue it down. And like I said, the quotes I pulled, I ended up really not being able to use them. They were just too big, but I thought I could pull in at least this joy here somehow. And I really thought it would be cute to have it overlapping a little bit on the paper, but it was the same issue as I mentioned. I really needed that space for functionality, so I just couldn't make it work on the spread. If it was another week where I had more space and I didn't need to do as many things, I probably could have done something cute like that where it was more decor heavy, but it just wasn't going to work for me this week. So just trying to get a feel for how this is going to be, and like I said, I was kind of going more functional at first, so I had all the boxes aligned on the edge. So I was going to do something pretty functional with this spread like I mentioned before. So I had all of the focus boxes aligned on the edges at first, but then I kind of changed my mind and go a different route, as you'll see. And now I'm going to go ahead and lay down this paper so that I can get a real feel for where it's going to lay with the punches. And I just glued it down with my Tombow glue runner. I think I like that better with it staggered. It just gives a little variation there. Also pulling in these snowflakes I thought maybe would add a bit of texture, which I think this spread really needs. And I wasn't sure if that joy was going to work there at the bottom. Kind of wanted something a little bit darker blue just to continue the color variation I have going there, but I really just didn't find anything that fit the bill. And then I thought maybe I'll continue this red into the theme, but then I didn't like it because I do have that almost rainbow effect going on with the spread. But I really feel like I need something. It's a little too plain for me right now. So I'm just going to try maybe some different washies that I have in my stash, see if I can make it a little more interesting. Or maybe a sticker. I don't know. This spread really just did not come that easily to me. It was a bit of a learning curve figuring out how to place the papers, and then I really just didn't pull the right stickers to make the full spread. So there is a bit of a struggle bus happening here. Still looking for something else just in case there's something I missed, or I don't know. Just something to add a little extra texture is really what I'm looking for. You guys have heard me say that before, but it just brings the spread to life. I don't know, just having a hard time finding what I'm looking for. I even went into this horizontal book I mentioned, got the boxes from, and you can kind of see the stickers I was talking about here, the more teenager style stickers, in my opinion. And you know, I don't think I'm going to find my happy place here, so I'm just gonna start moving stickers over because I can't spend all day trying to figure things out. I'm going to go ahead and lay down the strips so that I can place the focus boxes behind them. One of my techniques is to not do the whole thing at once, but just align a corner and then glue down the other areas, keep things well aligned. That usually works the best for me. So, and that goes for anything you're trying to glue down to a page, like if you're trying to glue pages together. It's really helpful if you only do one side and then make sure everything matches up perfectly before you commit the full page. So I've laid in the first boxes there, the ones that I wanted to go behind because I was turning them sideways. And I think those turned out pretty good in the back. And now I'm just laying in the boxes I mentioned I grabbed from the horizontal layout book. I think the words help, the layering there with the stickers give a little bit more interest to the spread. I'm not really in love with this dog I pulled, but the lights and stuff do give that bit of texture there to the corner. I went ahead and trimmed out the page. thought I might try to bring in the quotes, but then, yeah, no, I don't think it's going to do it. Still not sure if I want to do something else here. Went back into my washi stash just to see if there was anything else I missed. And then I remembered I got these washi tapes from Michaels that are a little bit busy for how small they are. So I haven't really used them, but I thought, well, maybe this is the spread that I can use them on, and started laying them down because the colors are pretty close to what I have there in the cardstock. I can probably keep that rainbow theme alive, which is why I didn't really like the red, because it was kind of interfering with that rainbow color scheme. So I'm just laying some down just to see how they look. And then, of course, they stick down almost permanently in some areas. That's why I use wax paper. It's like, can't even try washi tape without it sticking to the page sometimes. It definitely depends on the washi, it depends on the sticker, but yeah, wax paper is a lifesaver. Here's the one I started to pick up, and it was just too far gone to pull up all the way, so I had to keep it and commit it. The washi I'm laying down right now, the Ho Ho Ho, that one is a lot better as far as it's got more of a waxy washi going on, and it comes off the paper a lot easier. So since I had to commit to using that small pink washi, I'm just going to keep the green and the little bit of the white with the presents and make it work. Just kind of spread it around here and there. So like I said, more of a learning curve on this guy. I'm going to add in some boxes for my to-do list, and as you can see, it's almost double what I normally do. Add those in just using some various highlighters I have in my stash. Try to match up the colors as best I can with what I have there. And once I finally get that all in and figured out, we will be done, friends. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up down below. Go ahead and leave me a comment if you'd like to get in touch, and think about subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, if you'd like to see more of my videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and we will see you next time. Bye!